Awesome. Now we can start. So, again, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining today's session. So, in this session, we are going to try to learn what Salesforce is all about. Whether you're a student, an IT professional looking to switch careers, or someone exploring growth opportunities, everybody, this session covers everyone, and it will take you through a journey where you will understand what is Salesforce, why is Salesforce popular, core Salesforce products and tools, career opportunities, current market trends, salary insights, and we'll close up with some Q&A session. I'll spend around 5 to 12 minutes on each section and also provide examples along the way to make the session more practical and to understand Salesforce a little better. Moving on to the next slide. So now we'll cover what is Salesforce. So let's begin with basics. Salesforce is world's number one CRM, customer relationship management platform. Think about a business like Amazon, right? They handle millions of customers daily, tracking purchases, sending offers, and responding to queries. Imagine managing all that in an Excel sheet. So, with millions of data points, it's next to impossible to do all that. So that's where Salesforce comes into picture. Salesforce allows companies to track opportunities, to manage customer services, to run marketing campaigns, and analyze customer data and integrate with every other known system you already have. Let's say Salesforce integrates with Gmail, Salesforce integrates with AWS, Salesforce integrates with Outlook, everything that you can think of. An example, we'll go in line. Suppose we have a customer who buys a mobile phone, right? Salesforce can capture the sale, trigger a workflow to send a welcome email, open a service case if they log a complaint, and recommend accessories via marketing campaigns. All this happens in one platform, making Salesforce a single source of truth for customer data. So again, it also enables companies to improve efficiency and customer satisfaction as well, right? So again, how we improve efficiency using Salesforce? Because Salesforce is a cloud native platform, you don't need a lot of setup to launch your services, right? So and Salesforce always again it sort of provides you all this infrastructure so that you create efficient solutions and also track each and every customer interaction in Salesforce and come up with unique solutions to resolve customer queries. Now let's see why Salesforce is so popular, right? So I can think of four reasons, right? So cloud native platform, the scalability Salesforce provides, the huge app exchange ecosystem it has, and continuous innovation that Salesforce brings around each quarter. Now let's dive more into cloud first platform. Traditional CRMs require servers, IT staff, and weeks of setup. Salesforce being fully cloud based lets your businesses log in from anywhere using laptop, tablet, or phone. This is especially more important post COVID when remote work has become the norm. Example, a person sitting in Bangalore can start a Salesforce, can start business using Salesforce in just like few days. And he can just start with like a 5% team, can expand to more than 10,000 people team without actually working on the infrastructure and building anything. Also, Salesforce provides a lot of scalability and flexibility. Whether you are a small retail shop or a Fortune 500 company, Salesforce scales effortlessly. Do you know that Spotify manages millions of subscribers using Salesforce Service Cloud, while small gyms use it for tracking memberships and all. Even large businesses like Amazon use Salesforce as its internal HR tool, and also teams like certain teams in Google are also investing heavily on Salesforce to create their partner ecosystem and also customer relationship model. And even Meta these days is heavily investing in Salesforce. Again, the app exchange ecosystem of Salesforce. Salesforce app exchanges has over 5,000 ready to install apps. These apps cover HR, finance, compliance, project management, and more. Instead of building a recruitment system from scratch, companies can install an app like Job Science from App Exchange. It is similar to how we have an Android or iOS device where we have App Store and we just go into it, install what we want to, and just be done with it. Again, Salesforce provides a strong continuous innovation. Salesforce spends billions of dollars each year on R&D. They release three major updates annually, bringing new features in AI, automation, and analytics. For example, Salesforce AI can predict which customer is most likely to close the deal, and it even recommends proactive actions to help the AEs to close the deal. Think of apps you use daily like WhatsApp, Swiggy, or Amazon. They constantly release new features. Salesforce does the same for business, which is why companies trust it for long haul. And also, a note to developers or administrators or even architects, they also have to learn the upgrades which Salesforce release every year so that they provide the best solution for their clients or companies or even some small teams they are interacting with. Or again, Salesforce has these robust certifications that it launches year over year. So you also get tested in these certifications based on new releases. And if you're already certified, Salesforce also helps you maintain your certification. Let's say there are a couple of iterations that happened after you are certified. Salesforce also lets you uh, get certifications on the new components that get released, so that you also are updated on your skill set. Let's move on to core products and tools. Salesforce is not one product, right? It's a suite of tools to build to serve every part of business. Let's look at more important ones. The Sales Cloud. The trivia here is Salesforce launched as a sales suite. So it is focused on sales and services. And then it later evolved into like marketing, commerce, experience. So it introduced Tableau analytics. So with the acquisition of MuleSoft, it also became an integration platform. And with the acquisition of Slack, Salesforce can we can now collaborate and create workflows from Slack. Slack is nothing but similar to Google Chat, or you can say it is also similar to Teams in certain cases, but it is more robust and it is you can create workflows quite easily. You can create uh, 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 integrations to various systems. Yeah, you can run commands to it where on command you can call a remote system, get some information and throw it onto the user screen. Now let's dive into Salesforce Sales Cloud. So it is designed for sales teams, help track leads, opportunities, quotes, and forecasts. Features also include pipeline management, AI scoring for leads, and sales performance dashboards. Let's say a real estate agent uses Salesforce. It helps him track potential buyers, available properties, and commission all in one place. And with Sales Cloud, you will see a lot of concepts, but the main areas that you're going to interact with is the account, contact, and lead. Lead is nothing but the actual. So let's say we have a marketing campaign in which people have enlisted to, like the one we run today, right? So for the introduction of Salesforce. Now it's a campaign. Now there are few people who wanted to check this out. So now you be actual leads to our system, and then this can be converted to an opportunity, uh, to an account, and whatnot. So it's all in the sales process. Now let's move over to Services Cloud. Service Cloud is more focused on customer support and case management. It provides features like live chat, knowledge bases, and AI driven bots. For example, Airtel and Vodafone use it. So customer issues, whenever customer feels an issue, they raise a query on phone, email, or WhatsApp, and all gets tracked and resolved consistently. Again, the core part of Sales Cloud is the case management, right? So case management gets uniquely identified to a particular account, a contact, or an opportunity. So that gets tied to all these uh, core core objects. Then comes Marketing Cloud. So this handles personalized campaigns across email, SMS, social media, and ads. It provides customer journey automation, so each customer gets tailored messages. Let's say if you already if you use apps like Netflix, it sends personalized content, like because you watch this, so we are recommending so and so. So this all can be achieved as part of Marketing Cloud. Now we'll dive a little more into the newest clouds in the Salesforce, which is Commerce Cloud. So it's an end-to-end e-communication solution for business selling products online. Helps with catalog management, shopping carts, payment integrations, and also personalized product recommendations. For example, let's say Puma runs its own global e-commerce store on Salesforce Commerce Cloud. So Puma can enlist a new product in it, create a product catalog like price book entries, various promotions, or whatnot. And it can also create a personalized shopping carts for the users. So if the user interests only in certain type of sneakers, only it can provide those speakers to the users. And if a sneaker is launched in particular region, let's say if it's only available in APAC, so it will only show sneakers which are available in APAC where the end user has logged in. And based on all those rules and rule books, so it shows personalized products for the end users. Then we have Experience Cloud. This is used to build portals and communities for customers, employees, or even partners. For example, banks use it for loan application portals where customers can log in and track application status. If you have experience in like purchase of motor vehicles, now you see a lot of banks are using Salesforce. So the major banks which are using Salesforce so I can say IDBI Bank is using it. Also, we have like also Kotak has launched its own team to create certain apps in Salesforce. And now you see a lot of even Honda uses the Experience Cloud to track the customer feedback, uh, yeah, things like that. And also Experience Cloud is nothing but you can interact with your sales team, you can interact with services team, you can interact with your product success team, everything using Experience Cloud. It is like a face of whatever that is happening in the background of Salesforce. And next we have like WCRM. So it is the powerful analytics and visualization tool which is integrated into Salesforce. It helps leaders track KPIs, trends, and predictions. Examples: hospitals use WCRM to monitor patient admissions, average wait times, and treatment success rates. It is a very powerful tool, and it is seamlessly integrated into Salesforce. And you can do a lot of you can get a lot of business insights. You can see why an opportunity around a region are failing. You can understand the time to close an opportunity, to time to convert a lead, and whatnot. Then we have MuleSoft. MuleSoft is an integration platform. It connects Salesforce with external systems like SAP, Oracle, Workday, anything, or any other uh, custom systems. Let's say an insurance company might connect its claim database with Salesforce, so agent sees everything in one screen. And last but finally, we have new system called Slack. Slack is acquired by Salesforce to enable real-time team collaboration. Sales reps can get alerts on Slack channels when deal closes, or managers can track approvals instantaneously. Slack also provides a powerful set of integrations to other systems as well. So you can launch a leaderboard in Slack. Say, let's say this is the performance of all AEs in the system, and you can clearly identify who is the top performer and who needs to work more to get leads or opportunities converted. Also, Slack also helps you to collaborate with external users who are not part of your internal team, so that you clearly can maintain uh, the difference between what data that can share internally and what data that can be shared externally. With all that, let's try to understand the career opportunities in Salesforce, right? So we have like multiple roles in Salesforce, like Salesforce admin, developer, consultant, architect, business analyst, integration specialist, marketing cloud specialist, and newly, and this is quite a new field now, industry specialist, velocity, CPQ, and all. So what does Salesforce administrator do? Salesforce administrator focuses on configuration, setting up users, security, dashboards, and automation. All this are achieved without actually writing a single line of code. So it is ideal for people who like problem solving but aren't heavy on programming. Again, Salesforce administrator has a unique place in Salesforce ecosystem. So they have their own set of certifications. So we have Salesforce certified administrator, Salesforce certified advanced administrator. So these focuses on how Salesforce is configured and how the users are set up, and also security is the main aspect of Salesforce administration. So Salesforce has a tiered approach to security, like it has uh, org level security, it has object level security, it has role level security, it has field level security. So administrator should understand the granularity of each security practice, how uh, the record sharing takes places, and everything. So that's the role of administrator. So we also have Salesforce developer. Salesforce developer primarily works in customizing Salesforce. So you create something new on top of Salesforce. He primarily works with Apex and Lightning Web Components. Apex is nothing but Apex is similar to Java, right? And it is a platform tool to write some additional functionality which or additional business code that Salesforce does not have out of the box. And LWCs are nothing but it's an offset to your React, but it's Salesforce native. So Salesforce has its unique flavor of React application, and you can extend it to create some unique UI experiences for your internal team and also to your external team. Let's say if a company wants a custom app to track warehouse shipment, a developer can build it using Apex. He can build it like with the onset of new technologies like screen flows. You can even design that without any writing any piece of code. And with yeah, you can do the same thing what LWCs do. LWCs do with a screen flow, but you might need to understand how actually, because the UX plays a big role in Salesforce. So first you learn how the user experiences the system, and then you can design a lot of things in Salesforce as a developer. Then we have Salesforce consultant who works with clients directly to translate business problems into Salesforce solutions. For example, a consultant might help a retail client redesign how they track customer loyalty points. They are the the consultants are the first stop in understanding the client requirements and translating into technical. From there, we have like people like Salesforce architects. So this is senior most role, and it is quite technical role. He is the who designs the entire system for scalability and for performance. Example architects decide how to integrate Salesforce with SAP, how to handle millions of records, and ensure security across regions. Now, what architects do more? So, to get to be architect, Salesforce provides a list of certifications like integration architect, the data and visibility architect. Now you have application architect, you have platform architect, you have various certifications to be an architect. So that's what architect does, and there are more specialized roles like CPQ specialist in industries, like integration specialist, like velocity consultants, like business analysts. All these roles are unique, and they deliver a piece of Salesforce which the other roles might not. For example, business analyst is the gap between your client and your internal technical team. So business analyst works with Salesforce consultant hand in hand to translate the business requirements to technical uh, solutions. And we have integration specialist. So this requires a unique certification like integration architect. So what this person does is what this role gives us. So when you want to seamlessly integrate multiple systems and to see how data is getting transferred from one system to other system, that's where integration specialist comes into place. And we have like marketing cloud specialist who specializes in marketing tools, uh, Salesforce and of Salesforce platform. There are quite a lot of marketing tools which Salesforce can inter, interact and integrate with. So we have HubSpot, which is outside Salesforce, but it works quite well in integrating with Salesforce. And then you have like some other specialized opportunities like velocity developers. These days, the demand is for velocity developers is quite high. So velocity is nothing but velocity is a package which Salesforce has acquired. So velocity is a company which built its package on top of Salesforce, like an app exchange solution, because the robustness of it, how easily it integrates with Salesforce. Salesforce bought that offering, and it is now expanding the solution reach to various industries like telecommunications, like energy and utilities. It also is now pushing it to financial services cloud, also health cloud, and more. As part of Velocity, we have a low-code platform which is called Omni Studio, which is quite popular these days. With Omni Studio, you can design guided workflows. You can extract information from Salesforce. You can add information on Salesforce. That is basic CRUD operations. And Omni Studio also provides a very powerful tool, integration procedures. Now, using this, you can interact with any system without any code. You won't need to write a single line of code to to get started into it. And also, this industries package also gets you access to industry CPQ. So there are two flavors of CPQ which Salesforce has. One is industry CPQ, and another one is skill break. Now this is getting rebranded as Revenue Cloud. You will get to hear more of Revenue Cloud in upcoming session. But yeah, so this is the core focus of Salesforce career opportunities. For example, if somebody starting with admin can move to dev, can move to consultant, can move to solution architecture, and also be an enterprise architect. So at every level, Salesforce provides you certifications which help you grow into another roles. Now let's get more into the market trends and to understand how Salesforce can impact the job market. So Salesforce ecosystem is expected to create 9.3 million jobs by 2026. If you see a lot of Salesforce developers today, so but the industry needs more developers, right? So you see Jaipur as a hub of Salesforce developers. You see Hyderabad is being a hub of Salesforce developers. You see openings in Bangalore. You see openings in Mumbai. You see openings in Gurgaon. You see openings in Pune as well. So the world needs Salesforce, and with India being a center of the technological services front, Salesforce has a lot of opportunities in India. Even a lot of uh, the lot of private sectors and public banks are invested heavily in Salesforce these days. With Arundhati Bhattacharya, who is a former chairperson of the SBI, is the CEO of Salesforce these days, and she is making sure to expand Salesforce in every finance sector in India. So you see a lot of investments from banks pouring into Salesforce and creating a lot of jobs in Salesforce. Now we have, like as I said, you have a heavy demand of Salesforce in the banking sector. You have heavy investment in healthcare as well, because Salesforce has launched its own health cloud. So now a lot of traction in that. Again, Salesforce had good opportunity in retail and also in IT sector as well. So there are a lot of software companies which are investing in Salesforce so that they can sell their suite of software products. So you see, OpenText is one who's big investor in Salesforce. You see a lot of companies like Amazon is not using Salesforce per se, but Amazon is using for its HR operations. Again, companies like Nvidia is also highly invested in Salesforce these days. So, what are the quite emerging trends in Salesforce? Right, AI plus Salesforce. So now Salesforce has launched its own agent host services. So it can create a lot of you can create agents who autonomously work to solve customer issues, and also even to escalate to internal teams if they are unable to solve the customer issues. Again, as I said, the industry's cloud, and there are many Salesforce freelancing roles which the people are Salesforce professionals are taking. So, and these offer both remote India and uh, global projects as well. So let's try to understand the salary insights, how you can go in each role. So at as a entry level Salesforce administration, you can make around 5 to 8 LPA, which is like 20% more than what an average pass out makes, 8 level pass out makes. And you can also see that Salesforce developer is earning around 6 to 12 LPA. And at times, if you are quite strong about your basics and you're able to scale Salesforce with good solutions and good code, you can even go beyond 16 as well. I've seen a lot of instances where people are even starting at 16 LPA. So again, Salesforce consultant can get around 10 to 18 LPA. That's again an entry level, like with couple of years of experience. Salesforce architect with a new Salesforce architect, like an associate architect, can demand anywhere beyond 25 LPA. Global stage, Salesforce is on par with software development. So admins can get around 70 to 90K. Developers can check around 90 to 120 Ks, consultants 110 to 140, architects and 150 200 and beyond. Also, freelancers charge anywhere from 30 to 100 dollars an hour depending on the skills. So opportunities are not just in job market but also in individual consulting as well. So I think we went on quite soon in the session. So that brings us to the end of our session. So Salesforce is not just a software; it is an ecosystem. And if you're looking out for a career in IT with demand in all global economies, with high salaries and flexibility, Salesforce is a fantastic choice. And yeah, I think I have shared all the knowledge which I could to better uh, to make you understand Salesforce a little better. And yeah, I would like to hear any questions if you have. Like, you want to know more about certification, learning resources, career choices. Please go ahead. Hello. Any questions from you guys? So I just see the chat. So I was changing slides. Uh, so were you not able to see the slides? Hello. Uh, hello, Mani. I think uh, you have some questions. Is there any network issue? So do you want me to cover any other slides which I missed? We have like more than 20 minutes. So just speak it off. Right. I'll try to explain. So anything you want me to? Uh, you're seeing only one slide. let's let me share the slide, right? So it's not showing. Okay, let's do one thing. Right, let's do one thing. And okay, I'll share the slides again. Do you want me to continue anything that you were unable to understand? So we still have time. So I'll go from even from the first if you want. So what do you want to what do you want me to continue? Everything from second slide. Cool. Got it. So let's do it. Let me know if you are able to see the slides. Uh, if it would be better if you can speak up because I'm unable to check the chat at this point. Awesome. Let's see. The second slide is agenda, which covers what is Salesforce, why Salesforce is popular, the core Salesforce products and tools, career opportunities, current market trends, salary insights, and Q&A. So again, we'll cover everything, right? So it's not a problem. So what is Salesforce? As I said, Salesforce is number one CRM solution. It helps businesses connect with customers, partners, and employees. It provides cloud-based applications for sales, service, and marketing. It enables companies to improve efficiency and customer satisfaction. Now let's dive a little more into it, right? So think of an example like Amazon. So it handles like millions of customers daily. It helps in tracking purchases, sending offers, and also responding to various queries that the users may have. Imagine all that in Excel or even on any other tool where you have to continuously build on top of it. Let's say you have created your own Java or any Angular or Node based application. Now you have to, for every product you launch, for every service you launch, you have to you have to build on top of your existing solution. You have to see the redundancy in the system. You have to see whether your system is scalable. Where you have to see whether a certain service is hogging up all your resources, and you have to again see how the client is responding to your system. So again, it's all big lift, and it takes time. So it reduces a lot of your efforts in serving people with your products and building more tech debt in your system. So the tech debt takes more time and patience out of you. That's where Salesforce comes in. It allows uh, the sales team to track opportunities, services team to manage customer service, marketing team to run market campaigns, and again the leadership or again data analysts in the system to analyze customer data to come up some unique insights. Let's say if particular region is getting more revenue, but we are invested less in that region. So you can actually track that, and you can go ahead invest more in the region which is generating more revenues for you. And also to integrate Salesforce with other systems like Gmails, Workdays. You can integrate with LinkedIn to get marketing leads. You can integrate with HubSpot to get again marketing leads. All this. So suppose let's say a customer buys something, you want to capture that sale. Like who did you sell it to? Again, you want to launch a list of workflows for your end team to actually deliver the product. You want to see the client satisfaction on delivery on product purchase. You want to again, let's say if the client has some issues like if they want to claim an insurance or they want to uh, report a complaint, they can do that. And also let's say if you also want to upsell to that customer using let's say some accessories like the headphones or any speakers with that. You can do that. You can achieve all that using Salesforce, and that's the reason you can rely on Salesforce as a single source of truth, where all your data and all your uh, insights can be generated out of a single place. Uh, does this help for the second slide? So are we good, or do you have any other questions that you want to explore in this from this slide? What is this? Do you want to know anything more from here? The fourth one. So the fourth slide is about why Salesforce is popular. Yep. Let's get to it. Yes. On top of my head, I can think of four reasons, right? So, cloud first platform, scalability and customization, the Salesforce helps. The strong ecosystem presence, again, the continuous innovation with AI analytics. So, why I'm talking about cloud first platform? Salesforce, you can access it from anywhere with an internet connection. You can access it from your mobile, tablet, or your laptop, right? So let's say you are traveling to your client location and you want to understand the client better before pitching anything. You can just open your Salesforce, see certain insights on the client, and you can pitch your deck to the client. So that kind of robustness that Salesforce provides. And Salesforce is the uptime of Salesforce is around 99.99. So you can you there there's only few downtimes that Salesforce undergoes, and again it's a quite redundant platform. So even if there is actual issue of natural disaster where your data center gets uh, fried, you have to pick up backups everywhere so that your data is quite safe with Salesforce, and it is accessible from everywhere. Again, the second reason why I like Salesforce as a platform is the scalability and flexibility for customization it provides. So think of Salesforce like a set of tools, right? So Salesforce helps you create various data tables. So just like the way you have your DB or SQL Server DB or any HANA or anything, all kind of all or just better think of it as relational database, right? You focus on relational database. It also has an offering where you can store unstructured data, but let's not go into deep into that. So you can store various files and everything, but you can't query it directly on file properties. You can query just on file properties, not the actual file information. So we'll keep that aside. So Salesforce is mostly a relationship data model. Think in that way, and you can create various tables, you can create various relationships, you can create indices, you can create a lot of apps in such way. Think of Salesforce also like a UI tool where you already have a website and you're adding few components to it. So Salesforce has the whole system in place, and you can just create components to add to that system, whether it is UI, whether it is backend backend business logic like Java. So let's say you have Java server all up and running, you have all the business code, and you want to upgrade based on that. Salesforce already has that. Salesforce has built-in Apex as language, so you can add to your business logic. You can create some new business logic. You can extend everything from there. So that sort of customization and scalability Salesforce provides that make it quite popular. Also, you will learn a lot about the limitation on how you can get this customizations, because Salesforce being a multi-tenant architecture, So we don't. So there are multiple organizations which are working from a same server. So because we don't want to hog up all resources, so Salesforce provides certain limitations in accessing your data or in processing your data. So we'll learn more about that later as we go to the next stages. Again, Salesforce provides a strong app exchange solution, right? Salesforce has around 5,000 apps in its app ready to install apps. So what this does is, so you don't have to write everything from scratch. Let's say you want a HR system in your Salesforce. You can just go to the app exchange and you can install it in your system. Let's say you need a project management tool for your internal team. You don't have to create everything from scratch. You have PMT tools in Salesforce which you can readily install. Let's say you don't want Jira, right? Jira is costly. I don't want Jira. I need some management tool, or you need Confluence something. So you find uh, all such solutions right in Salesforce. You can just install it as your mobile, as your Android or iOS mobile, and you can work on those. Again, Salesforce invests heavily in R&D, so the continuous innovation, right? So every quarter, Salesforce has this huge release, and it updates a lot of its core process, how we are interacting with those, how those are working, and also it provides a lot of new cool features for us to interact. Salesforce is also investing heavily in AI. Now we see a lot of traction in agent force, which Salesforce uh, on Salesforce, you can create these autonomous agents which can complete tasks, which can answer queries to the clients, which can route your queries to particular teams. Now, if you see, a lot of Salesforce support has moved into agent force. So, yeah, whatever query you have, that first, if the agent force agent can't answer your query, then that gets moved to your core team. That's how Salesforce is continuously innovating with AI. And Salesforce is also investing a lot in analytics as well. So with the recent acquisitions, Salesforce is planning to be a huge data house so that you can process millions of records and you can get analytics from that. So anything you want to know more about this slide? Any question on this? So sixth and seventh, fifth. Okay, six career opportunities and market trends. Good. Let me go over those. Yes. So Salesforce needs a lot of roles to complete, right? So a lot of people that are working, and major roles in Salesforce ecosystem are administrator, developer, and consultant. Also, architect is also one of the major roles, but there are quite few people who reach that stage. So, if you see, like 90% of market is consolidated at admin level and consultant level. And at admin level, you focus on configuration, setting up users, security, dashboards, and automation. So this role does not require heavy coding, so you can complete all your jobs without a single line of code, and you can create guided flows using screen flows where you can be a dev as well, but you don't have to code a single line. So you can use screen flows to define certain screens. You have various components to get information, to post information to sales, and things like that. All that can be achieved from admin. Also, admin role is should strongly focus on security. As I already said, Salesforce has multi-tiered security, like org level security, the object level, the record level, the field level security. and also the sharing, uh, different rules, hierarchies, what they can see, what they can edit on, and also if somebody owns certain data, how they want to share with some with the other team who does not own this data but needs access to this data. All that is quite core to administrator. Developer is one who builds on top of already existing Salesforce components. They basically use Apex and LWCs. LWCs is an offset, internal offset to Salesforce. It's similar to uh, React in certain ways. Yeah, it is similar to React in certain ways. But Salesforce is more robust, right? Salesforce, you whatever you do with LWCs, you can directly make a change in actual Salesforce data without in need of huge integrations. And also, let's say Salesforce also has technologies like Aura, we have pages, but again, they are quite old. Most of the people are now relying heavily on LWC, so that is where the tech at. And also Apex. Apex is a platform tool in Salesforce. It's a Salesforce programming language. It's how Salesforce understands what to do, how to do it, and what to process and what to return after processing certain requests. So if you want to build a HR management system, you can create objects. Objects are nothing but your tables. You can relate with an existing object in your system, like foreign keys or things like that. Here in Salesforce, we call them lookups or master details, where master is required for child to access, and there are certain benefits for master detail relationships, which we'll explore later. And also use Apex to get information, to post information for the HR system, and also use NWCs to display things in the UI, perform certain actions for the HR system. Then Salesforce consultant, so he is the one who works directly with clients to translate business problems into sales solutions. Let's say you met a client and they are interested to see they have their internal tools which they are currently using to sell to users. Now they are using they have various products, various pricing and promotions. Now they are looking at Salesforce, how they can get their solution onto Salesforce. Now, what does a technical consultant do here? So specifically, CPQ consultant. What does he do? He sees how to get that information into Salesforce first, and how the team can learn Salesforce and interact with it to sell their operations. So, firstly, he will analyze how he should get the data. When Salesforce has its own object model, which consists of products, price books, and everything. So he'll pitch that, and later he will also show the guided flow which Salesforce provides in setting up the shopping cart. So yeah, that's how he basically helps the clients to get onboarded with Salesforce. And then now the major role, but again, which needs quite a lot of uh, uh, seniority, is Salesforce architect. So this has like multiple tiered certifications to be a Salesforce architect, and this is the most technical role in Salesforce. And architect is the one who designs its entire system. He should always look for scalability and performance the system gets. Example, architect decides how to integrate Salesforce with multiple systems, right? And also how to model those integrations. Let's say it's fire and forget. So you throw a request and you forget, and this again the system interacts after it completes processing. So this is one model. So you wait a fire and wait model. So you wait for the response from the system based on the limitations of Salesforce and all the external systems. The Salesforce architect decides how he can move forward. And again, there are quite specialist roles like velocity CPQ, integration specialist, business analyst, marketing cloud specialist. As the name suggests, they own those pieces. Like business analyst owns how the clients are interacting with Salesforce and how he can translate those technical requirements to the team. Integration specialist is focused on how Salesforce can integrate to other systems. Uh, he has various tools in his at his disposal. He is going to take care of that. And marketing, Salesforce has its own marketing tools like uh, marketing tools to get those marketing queries, the leads, the campaign, and everything. Let's move over to trends, right? So Salesforce ecosystem is expected to create 9.3 million jobs by 2026, with the latest investments from Indian ecosystem like the banking sector, the healthcare sector. The people are quite heavily investing in Salesforce. All the major banks have are now using Salesforce solutions, and they are and they are providing customized solutions on top of Salesforce. You can search for Kotak. So it is quite heavily investing in Salesforce these days. Again, Salesforce adoption of AI, the adoption of Salesforce Agent Force solutions is at its peak now. Now, if you see Mark opening statements, the CEO of Salesforce, there are quite a lot of Salesforce sales happened this year, and also freelancing. So it's never better than today. So Salesforce freelancing ecosystem is quite strong, and a lot of Salesforce professionals are needed for this freelancing, and people are providing like uh, some $30 to $100 just to work remote from India per hour. As covered, the salary insights, Salesforce administrator can get around 5 to 8 LPA, developer around 6 to 12, consultant 10 to 18 LPA, and acted 25 plus. But again, these are just the averages. So you can see at times it will be into 2, and if in certain cases it's also into 3 as well. Acted can get like 75 LPA as well based on the based on his core competencies. Awesome. Anything else? Yeah, I can check the notification once in a while. The problem is it would stop the flow, and yeah, it's better if you have a question, just open your mic, stop me anywhere you want, and just ask, shoot out the questions. So, anything uh, that you want me to again check through? Awesome. So, any questions do you guys have that we need to go through again? Awesome then. And we'll stop the recording.